Hey guys, it's Modest517 and I am back once again in Woodbury, the town that never sleeps. Even though I think that's supposed to be like some New York thing, but I refer to Woodbury as Las Vegas because it's really light out when it's dark. It reminds me of Vegas and I guess New York. But I'm back. I am back once again in Woodbury for the last time. No, we'll be coming back, but I'm back just in Woodbury just to do a little talking while walking, and just to kind of show it, show it off, because I'm gonna brag about how cool Woodbury is. But no, I'm just here to kind of show Woodbury to you guys, for those that may not have seen seen season 1, because they're probably like, what is Woodbury? He always refers to this in his season 2 let's play, but I've never seen it. Or just for anyone who's new and they they may be curious about my old world, or just kind of, I guess, my old building style, because right now, like, I consider it a style, I guess, because in season 2, I'm living in the trees and I'm trying to do a lot of things using like wood and kind of building all these walkways and stuff like that. And just Woodbury is a completely different world, and I consider it definitely a different style of building I did, because I did a lot of sort of carnage sort of stuff in this. Like, you can see I got like these blood, like little blood splatters on the ground, and I got like all the fire, and you're probably like, that's pretty simple. How are you going to call that build style for putting blood on the ground and putting netherrack and igniting it? But it's the whole idea of how I made like this busted up road, and I added like a really busted house over here, and I tried to really kind of make a really sort of like Armageddon atmosphere sort of thing, if you guys get what I mean. And overall I think it's pretty cool, and I just freaking jumped in fire, but I'm fine. It's okay. I lived. But yeah, I'm just going to do kind of like a brief run through of Woodbury. Right now using the normal default texture pack, but then I'd like to run through on the Mass Effect one, which is definitely just going to be strange. The Mass Effect one is definitely intended for a very spacey sort of building style, I guess you could say. And the plastic looks okay. I'd say it looks decent. Just, I'm not a big fan of the plastic texture pack. I know a lot of people are, but I'm not the biggest fan. But they both give Woodbury a different look, but definitely does not fit into the whole carnage I was going for, but they're still pretty cool. And yeah, let's get started. So where to start? I would say we start with Woodbury itself. So just a brief explanation of why it's called Woodbury, or what it is for those that may not know, I'm a huge fan of The Walking Dead TV show and comics. And on the TV show and the comics, Woodbury is a town. It's a town that is ran by some man called the Governor. He's like this really weird, corrupt man that is he's just crazy. He's crazy, and he runs the town. And his town is like the secure town from all the zombies and stuff like that. And I don't know when in season 1 I decided I wanted to build this, but it got to a point where I was like, you know what? What if I added these walls, these very ramshackle, walls that were made with like anything you could salvage just to make a barricade, and we connected all the houses. And then in the back, what if we added walls like that also? And then we survive here. So you can see that's kind of what I did, was I added all these walls all along, and the town of Woodbury was formed. And I really don't know where it came from. Well, I know where it came from, but I don't know when I decided to do this, and it kind of makes me curious. So if any of you guys know, let me know what episode, because I kind of want to go rewatch that. But that's kind of the idea of this. It's not like an actual replication of the town of Woodbury, but it's kind of the same premise, same concept, where you have a town, you have it all walled off, you're safe. And so that's pretty much what this was. It's just, a little safe haven town, which I actually have some villagers here. And the funny thing is, the villagers actually decided to make this their village. They actually, they stay here. They're not in the fountain anymore. They all run around here, and I caught them breeding a baby villager at one point. And that's why, if you're probably wondering, you're like, why does he have these blocks blocking here? Villagers will try to open these doors now and escape, so I kind of have to keep them from doing that. But yeah, that is just the basic gist of what my world is. It's based on something from The Walking Dead. Without further ado, let's get started. So the house I'm in right now is my home. It is my house. Nothing too fancy. It was based on a house I made for things to build in Minecraft, and it was originally built like it. The house design that I had made, which I don't remember what episode it was. It was one of the early house designs, I'd say. So if you want to go look it up, just search things to build a Minecraft house design, and you'll be bound to find it. It's probably within like the first like 4, I'd say, somewhere around there, maybe 5. And so I altered it later on. People suggested I do a second floor, and I actually added that. So pretty much you walk in, you got a cool little kitchen here, you got some cabinets, you got your chest, you got your basic stuff, furnace, cauldron, blah blah. Over here I had a little swiftness thing, which I originally had a pressure plate, but animals and now villagers will actually trigger it, and so it'll shoot out, so I have to do a lever. So I just walk up, hit myself with it, now I get to run around and just do my thing. And then I got my living room, nothing fancy, just awesome big screen TV, about like 26 feet TV with a couch. I got my upstairs, goes upstairs obviously, and then I got my bed, nothing fancy, just a bed, chicken behind it, because he's, you know, me and him just bunk out together. And then I got some chests that are supposed to be like dressers that I keep my armor in. Right now I got my iron in, and I got my iron in there, and I got my diamond armor on. Workbench just to look cool, got a cool little fan right there, got a little glass pane railing thing, whatever. If we go outside here, let's try to go out before the villager comes. Whoop, there we go. Just got a cool little balcony that gives me a view of pretty much this is where the sun rises, and it's a very cool view. It was not even intended like that, just, you know, happened to end up like that, and it was pretty cool. So, you know, I got my balcony, and then the balcony actually connects over to here where I have a farm, and I don't use this wheat to make bread. I use it to actually breed my cows. So down here is where I kept all my cows, and generally, these guys, they breed a lot, and they make a ton of cows. And I kill them all, and I get steak. And right now I'm only down to 21, but I got a full stack in my chest. And overall, that's just my farm. So that is the basic parts of my house. But I'm forgetting the coup de grace, like the you know, the #1 part of my house that I love is my basement. So you head on down here, and you are just overwhelmed with doorways. You got 4 different ways. You're like, that way, that way, that way, that way. Which one are we gonna start with? This one, the greatest one, my storage room. Pretty much, I'm a big fan of organization in Minecraft. It makes me build better when I know where everything is, and I'm like, oh, I need this, go get it, boom. You know, I feel that is something that if everyone wants to be a good builder, have a storage room. You know, if you have a house, dedicate a room for your storage, make sure it's organized, make it fancy. So this was not the most thought out storage room I ever had, because I probably could have made this a little bit better if I'd say it was like, move this this chest over here, stack 2 of them, put a pillar here, stack 2 here, put a pillar here, stack 2 here, put a pillar here, stack 2 here. So I probably could have doubled up my storage and probably figured out something along these walls, but for some reason I liked this sort of zigzag pattern with the chests, and so that's kind of what I went with. And pretty simple storage. Like I have stone over here, I have wood all along here, then it goes to like nether stuff, glass, miscellaneous, dirt, like piston, lever, stuff like that, sand, brick, blah blah, wool over here, and then minerals over here. It was just pretty simple, but I just really like the way I designed this room. Like I have this little step down that has this fancy little doorway. It's just a cool little doorway. I have like these log pillars over here, I have support beams here, slab floor, and just overall it was just a very cool, you know, just a cool room that I really, like when I built it, I really liked it, and it was just cool. And that's just probably like my favorite room in the house. It's just very cool. Over here in this little path, or this little door, oh my god, Charles, you scared the crap out of me. Like, you see all this gray, like this dingy gray, and then bright blue just flies out at you. This is Charles, by the way. He's a sheep that I let come in my house. But yeah, this is just my enchanting table. It's just kind of tucked away down here, nothing fancy. I really wanted to do the redstone sort of enchanting room where you step on a pressure plate and all your bookcases shoot down through pistons, like from the ceiling, and then from the floor they like pop up. And it looks really cool, but I didn't have enough room to do that because like I live, like if you keep going through this wall, you'll end up at like a river. Like I don't have a ton of like space to work with. Over here we have my nether portal, nothing fancy, just, you know, my nether portal is tucked down here, and I kind of added in cool little pathway with a stair block, like not stair block, yeah, like a slab, just a step down to go to it. Then I added in these logs with like leaves on the top, and I just think it kind of brightened up the area, and I just thought it would be cool to add. Simple old chair. Right here, a lot of people never understood what this was. This is actually a trash compactor that I made. It is like, here, what's something I can throw away? We can throw in a torch. I throw away, you know, stuff you don't want in there. Press the lever, piston pushes it. That lever, or that freaking torch. Oh, the elusive torch. Oh, I think it did push. I don't know. But pretty much it pushes it down, and there's a cactus down there. And if something falls on a cactus, it will get deleted or whatever, like vaporized, whatever you want to say. And that's pretty much what it was. I had a lava down there before, but I burned my house down. So that's something that you want to tend to avoid. And yeah, and I put some bone meal up there because I thought it looked like a crumpled up piece of paper, and I thought it kind of fit well, so it looked like a trash area. So yeah, that is that. And then over here, just a simple alchemy room or brewing room, whatever you want to call it. I got some nether wart growing over here. Chest to store potions, brewing tables obviously, or are they called brewing stands? Brewing table? Brewing stand. There you go. Brewing stands. Furnace just cause, which actually has some iron in it. Sweet. Workbench, and then over here I kind of have like a natural grotto that I came across, and I was like, this will be my water source. And overall, that's my house. That is my house. And I gotta speed this up. I'm gonna be running out of time. I don't want to have to make this like a two-parter. I want to get it all done now. Wait, actually, let's go to sleep real quick. Let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. But there are pretty much, I guess, 3 big areas that I want to show. So one of them is Woodbury, obviously. Another one, I wouldn't say the Fallout shelter is really a big one, but it's something I actually want to get to just because it's kind of tucked away. And then the last one is the prison. And so that's my house. That is my house. And then you got obviously 3 more houses. This one right here is the bar Puzzles from How I Met Your Mother. It's not based on the bar because obviously Puzzles was in their apartment. For those that know what the episode I'm talking about, How I Met Your Mother. And pretty much that's just the name of the bar is Puzzles. And it's a very cool, simple bar I made. It's just got like a slab floor, and it's got like little seats, and it's got a cool little bar that's got glass and glowstone beneath it. And it's just cool. It's a simple bar. You got like your potions that are supposed to be drinks, and then you got levers that are supposed to be like the taps that you get the drink from. Pool table. You got a little lounging area over here with a bathroom. This is the only bathroom in my world, which is funny because with all the houses I built, I never dedicate a room for a bathroom, which I think I should try implicating that in some of my houses. And then just another lounging area right up here just to come hang out at when you get your little beverage and you're like, what am I going to do? You're just going to hang out and drink. And so yeah, that is that. Next over here is the Woodberry General Store, which is just, simple area that's, it's got like, it was going to be like a storage area for me where I just kept everything, but I never finished it because I was lazy because I had to put these item frames on top of the, on the chests. It got to a point where I was like, yeah, I don't feel like doing that. I'm not feeling it. So I got a little lazy, but whatever. What are you gonna do? So that's the Woodbury General Store, and then the last thing is the Woodbury Library, which it was pretty cool, pretty simple build. I got a piece of gravel in here, which an Enderman actually put in here. I think he kind of griefed me there. It was during when I was live streaming, and so everyone said I should call him Graveler, and then someone said he likes Coldplay. So that's kind of where this came from. It's just a little joke from the live stream. And then pretty much library doesn't really serve a whole purpose. It's just here aesthetically. It's just an area just just look cool. We got villages running through here. When you come upstairs, you got a cool little area with computers, and then you just got more bookcases up here. And there's the gist of it. And the cool thing about these houses are they were, like I said, they were all a house from things to build. And I implicated all these things into those houses. So they're the measurements of how I had the house mapped out. But none of this stuff was intended to be inside it. So I had to work with the measurements I had, and I ended up making cool things out of it. So I'm very happy with that. So that is the main town of Woodbury, or the Woodbury Town Square. And onward to the backyard. So in my backyard, it's got like grill, table, little pool area, whatever. I got these 2 cool houses that are from things to build that I made, which I think are very cool. They're just very simple houses, and I really like them. We got another one over here. This is just where I think New Blue and my buddy Felipe both stayed. So those are their houses. Down here we just got like a little bridge that goes down to the dock area, and you're just like, what up, dock? And you're just hanging out, and you're like, yeah, just a little beach area, just pretty cool. Pretty cool. We got a helicopter here, which was made with different materials. It's supposed to be made with other materials. Again, another one of those things from things to build. And if it was made with the other materials, I think it would look better, but I had to work with what I had. And overall, it still looks pretty cool. So this is sort of my escape from Woodbury, even though I never used it, but it's cool. I like it. Here's something that is one of my favorite builds I added into this world was the arena. It was like the Walking Dead arena that the governor had. And I don't know if this was in the comics, but I know this was something that was from the show that was just an arena where they would have walkers like tied up to these little post things, and there'd be like 4 of them trying to get the people in the middle, and then the 2 people in the middle would just duke it out. And it was very cool. It was just a very cool sort of concept, and I thought it was pretty cool that I was able to recreate it, and I really like what I did, and I think it's really cool. So you just got some bleachers. I got some cages for the walkers, which doors are messed up because the update really screwed with my world here. I got the Woodbury donation wall for people that did donate to me, because I have a donation page, which is actually in the description for anyone that wants to check it out. I'm definitely going to add in a donation page or donation wall into my new world. I just have to figure out a spot I want to do it, and these names will be added. And yeah, so there's that. And then I think that's pretty much it for the backyard. I'm not going to go super in detail with everything because I'm definitely running out of time here. But that is the gist of it. The Fallout shelter is over there, which I will take a quick run through here. Let's actually 8 minutes of swiftness. Let's get this going. We can actually do things at a little bit of a quicker rate. So over here into the Fallout shelter, this is obviously based off of like Fallout or just like a little Fallout shelter building. So we got the registration, which I did not remember how to spell, so I went with registration like that. And it's a little area where you'd have someone who's like, oh, yo, what up? You want to be in our vault? You got to pay, or you got to do, I don't know. It's just something like that. A little bit of a storage that I was using for when I was building it. You come in here, you got a cool little fountain and then chairs. If you go over here, you got a little classroom, which, did I finish this? I don't think I finished because I was supposed to add signs in there, so I didn't finish that. But it's just a simple little classroom for, for the people that reside in the Fallout shelter. So I thought that was pretty cool. That goes downstairs, and then over here is kind of like the residential area where the people would just go sleep. You got 4 bunk beds, or 4 beds, but 2 bunk beds, whatever, in each room. Onward downstairs, Torskids Pillar Memorial Pillar, whatever you want to call it. So you go downstairs, and then you are met with another thing, which Fallout Shelter was unfinished because I didn't get a chance to finish it. You know, I was bouncing around with a lot of things, but I at least finished. Over here I have like a little locker room area for security that worked here or whatever. So you got like chests, or you got like, you know, armor there that are in the chest, and then there's gonna be like swords and then just other stuff here. So not entirely finished, but I was getting there. Then over here was like a little bathroom, or not a bathroom, like a shower, and there's actually water above here, which added a dripping effect, which I thought was cool. It made this look really fancy, and I liked it. Pretty cool. And then I don't know. I know if I go down here, this goes all the way down to like near bedrock, where I have like a quarry where I was mining a ton of cobblestone for my next build, or the project that I did after this, which was the prison from The Walking Dead. And yeah, so pretty much downstairs is just a big open room that I mined, and just, it's nothing fancy. You guys don't need to see that. That's just And we have ocelots in here, and I don't know how, because I don't know how they spawned here. I think that's crazy. Alright, let's take a walk over to the prison and just kind of show the things along the way. And I think that is pretty much it for this world, and then we can bump on the texture pack, freaking put on the texture packs, so we can take a look at everything, which I am pretty excited for. Alrighty, so out in front of Woodbury, we just got a graveyard that actually have just some funny names. We got Here Lies Huge Erection, Here Lies Squidward's Hopes and Dreams, Here Lies Smitty Werbin Jagerman Jensen, he was number 1. Here Lies Waffle's Hopes and Dreams, which I call freaking Waffle Squidward sometimes, sort of like an inside joke for when we first met. Here Lies Dixie Enormous, Here Lies Kajuro, which we still have. Oh, dug a little too much. This shovel's a little too beastly for me. In here we actually have Kajuro's remains, which he died due to an update where he fell through the floor and suffocated. So his death was BS. I will say that. Here lies Seymour Butts, and then here lies Jack Mehoff, which, funny names, I like them. From Woodberry, we got a sign that's just Town of Woodbury, population 44, and I put zombie flesh just to look cool, just to kind of symbolize zombies. Off on the sides here, I actually have some campsites that I just set for people that like weren't admitted into the city or into the town, so that they camp out here. Just something simple. I have another one a little ways away. I think right over here I have another one. Do I have end pearls on me? Let's fly. Haha. There we go. Cool. Yes, I have a camper over here, just something simple, and then I have just a couple more tents, and it's just, it's pretty simple. And then over here, I actually have like a little military outpost where I just put some tents for like the military that tried to defend here. So like we have some tanks over here that are here to defend Woodbury, and then we got, oh, what just hit me? That was weird. Yeah, we got some tents, and then we have one that is sort of like a little joke that says I've covered wars, Oh my god, my voice cracked and went out there. Oh god, I'm sorry guys. Yeah, so it says I've covered wars, so that's supposed to be like a Frank West reference, which is pretty cool, and I like it. What else do we got to show? Right here with all the fire, this is supposed to be like a napalm strike, because if you watch The Walking Dead, you see that like Atlanta gets hit by like napalm strikes from the military, and I was like, I figured that'd be cool to add in here, like, airstrike hit too close and just killed everyone outside Woodbury pretty much. And so I have like all this redstone that's supposed to be like blood splatters, and then I got like fire, and then like the roads all busted up, and that's pretty much like kind of the look of it. It's supposed to look like a war zone. I built these houses and things to build, and I figured they would make like a cool little sort of like an apartment section where you got a couple of the same houses that people could be living in, and I thought that was cool. Over here I have a house that took a big beating from pretty much from the napalm strike. Like the strike went this way and it kind of just vaporized the house. I thought that was pretty cool. It was just something else to add in. And once you kind of get through here, you end up at the prison. And the prison is freaking awesome. I freaking love this. This took probably a couple days to make, but during those couple of days, I probably spent like 8 to 12 hours a piece working on it. So that was a bit of a pain. I gotta say that was a pain to make, but I gotta say it was a very cool build. Very cool build, and I never got to finish it because this building for the most part is done, but I never got to work on that one. So this is something that I always wanted to come back and work on, but as of right now, didn't get to finish it. But this is just a very cool build that I made, and it took a lot of time, and I just think it's very cool and I like it. I think it's wonderful. And just in here we got something simple. We just got a simple area for, you know, just for the inmates to hang out at. We got their cells that got like blood in them, and just looks really sort of trying to think what the proper thing is. Like it's got a lot of like, I guess, grass growing in it, like it's, I guess, overrun or is really old, whatever you want to say. But I think that is it for like all the stuff I sort of made here in this world, or at least those are the big key things. So I think it's time to actually switch it to a texture pack, which I am ready to do. So let's actually let's sleep real quick, and then I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, this is freaking different. It's been a little bit since I checked out this world with the Mass Effect texture pack, and wow, that is different. Futuristic prison. See, I think the Mass Effect texture pack would be cool, but some blocks were meant to have like, I guess, like a spacey look to them. So I think this is supposed to be redstone right here, like this block right here. Here, do I have my silk touch? Go down. Oh, I think this was redstone ore. Yes, it was. So it doesn't even look like redstone ore. It's a freaking weird block. It is it's supposed to look like, I guess, like more spacey looking. So you can see it's definitely not like a ore block, and it looks kind of weird. So that's what I kind of think made this texture pack look weird. I don't even know what this is. I think there's like a mossy or something like that. It's weird. So some things really made it not fit, but other ones did. Like the gravel, I think looks pretty cool. It's just something simple. Metal bars definitely have a futuristic look to them, but they still look pretty cool. The tank looks kind of cool, except for it looks like it's covered in gravel also. But you know, I think the texture pack was pretty cool. It was okay. It had its purposes, but like if you come into the prison, well, the prison actually, the interior doesn't look all that bad, but there's just certain things that look a little silly with it. Like I'm trying to think. I think there's like, I don't know what this is supposed to be. I don't know what these are, but it doesn't really fit in, I feel like. But I don't know. It's weird, but overall it's just a very, it's different. It's different, but it's cool. Like I like the trees. It looks like everything's a lot older to me. Like the general nature area, like the natural terrain looks cool, but the rest of it kind of is like weird. It's like the fire looks pretty cool. I think the water looks cool, but everything else is, it's so weird. Like Woodberry has changed so much. It's become the future of Woodberry is now, and oof, it's weird. It's weird. Like look at that. What is that? That is not sugarcane. That is not sugarcane. That is like metal that you will cut your tongue on if you try to eat it, or something like that. I have no idea. Let's take a quick peek in here because I want to get to the other texture pack, but I want to take a little bit of a walk with this. So yeah, it's weird. Like you can see the doors are meant to be like some sort of double door thing because of their design there, but I don't know, it's weird, but I like it. It's cool. It's different. Like I feel like I'm living in a spaceship now. I like the chests though. The chests are pretty cool. Workbench is okay. Bed is blue. It's different. It's different. I like the window panes. Look at that. Look at that. That's actually cool. See, I wish you could mix and match the texture packs. Be like, oh, here's what I want on this, and then other things like I don't want and stuff like that. I think that would be kind of cool. Like seriously, in my storage room, I feel like I'm in like a spaceship. Like I'm in the brig or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird, but it's also cool. And look at this. Looks like I have like freaking coordinates going on. I'm like, here's the map, General. Here, where are we going? And I'm like freaking out. Oh, this is very cool. Very cool. Let's just take a quick look around at a couple other things, and then we can kind of skedaddle on to the next texture pack. So, what is out here? This freaking helicopter looks weird. I like the water. Oh wait, no. One of the things that I really liked. Hold on, I want to show this real quick. One of the things I really liked. Get out of here, Wood. One One of the things I actually really liked with this texture pack was the nether portal. I think the nether portal looks freaking awesome. It's like, pew, pew, and it looks really cool. It's cool. I like it. It's very cool. I think that is it for this texture pack. Let's just take a quick peek outside, quick run around. Freaking walking that arena, it's crazy. Looks so futuristic. This actually looks really cool. The backside of signs are black. That looks cool. Like, these seats look high tech. Pay thousands of dollars to use these seats. Oh wait, how do the item frames look? I like them. They're cool. Texture pack is awesome. I like it. And my guy's starving. Alright, I'm going to switch over to the plastic texture pack. I'll see you guys once I got that done. Alrighty, now we're using the plastic texture pack, which I kind of like, and then I kind of don't. I feel like everything looks a little too cartoony for me, but it also has a really sleek look to it, which I like. But you can see, like, the redstone's kind of like meh, where it doesn't give me that feel I like. But like the stone brick looks pretty good. The grass is a little too smooth for me, and then the gravel doesn't have that good gravel look to me. But other things I like it's just the grass it's okay because of how smooth it is. It's okay. But I don't know, the plastic texture pack, I don't know, some people like it a lot. I'm not the biggest fan, but I think if I had enough people wanting me to use it, I would consider using it. But that's a little debatable, but things look pretty cool with it on. I like it. I think Woodberry, it's like a happier version of Woodberry. It's like maybe what the apocalypse looked like before the apocalypse hit. Actually, that made no sense. I mean, what Woodberry looked like before the apocalypse hit. Because the apocalypse can't look like something before it hit, because it was hit by itself. But some things are cool. Like, the furnaces are okay. Crafting table is weird. The freaking brewing stand is a little weird looking. I don't like that the beds are blue. I don't know why. I'm just not a fan of that. It's just, I like the beds being red. When they changed, it was just kind of like, whoa. Not the biggest fan. This truck looks kind of cool. Like, I like the way Mossy looks. It looks good. That it's more like squared instead of like little squiggles of green. I really like the way brick looks. Like, if you check this out, it's like, look at the brick. Looks good. Window panes look okay. But overall, it's pretty cool. Like, I like it. It's a cool texture pack, and I think it'd be cool to use. There's certain things that, like, they don't fly with me. Like, I don't like the way diamond ore looks. That is supposed to be zombie flesh, and I don't like it. This is supposed to be steak, and it looks kind of weird. And I'm not really a big fan of, like, my crosshair here. Not my crosshair, but my little cursor thing. I don't know. Like, they're very minor things that I'm griping about. But there's still things that kind of bother me. But I have an opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion. But there's certain things that look cool. Just one thing I'm not keen on is I don't like the way logs look. Like, planks, I think look awesome. They have a really sleek look to them, and I like them. But logs reminds me of like chocolate bars or something like that, and I'm not a huge fan of that. But I don't know. Like I said, if enough people wanted me to, maybe I'd consider using it for a few episodes and then just change it up a bit. But you know, overall, it's pretty simple. What do you mean pretty simple? What am I talking about? I have no idea. My mind is gone. My mind is gone. But at least, like, the tools aren't changed up like crazy where they look all weird, like in the Mass Effect texture pack, how they completely just change. But I don't know. Like, I really like these houses. These houses look good. Like, with the fences, and then this, and then the doors, and just, look, it looks really good. I like it. So who knows? I'm kind of leaning towards this texture pack now, just because it really does kind of change up the environment. But I don't know, like I said, if enough people wanted me to. Walking Dead Arena just looks pretty, it looks pretty much the same. The texture pack I really want them to add is the I think it's called like the Old Faithful or something like that. It's just a really nice sleek texture pack that I like, and I would definitely use it if you know, if it was here. I would gladly play, or yeah, I'd gladly play for it. I'd pay for it and stuff like that. So I think that'd be cool. But I think that is gonna be it for this video, guys. So, you know, like always, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I have a question for you guys. I would like you guys to comment on telling me what made you guys subscribe to me. Was it things to build? Did you come across my Let's Play and say, oh, I like this guy, you know, he's entertaining? Like, when did you subscribe, and what made you subscribe? I really want to hear this, because I want to get some feedback on you guys, because if I hear, like, oh, here's, you know, if I get a lot of common answers, like, you know, here's why I subscribed, I may feel a little more inclined to, like, do whatever that was. And it's not like some end game being like, aha, I'm going to do this to gain more subscribers. But, like, I know a lot of people came from things to build, and I don't put a whole lot of attention into that series anymore. I do it once a week, which I think is a fine amount. But, you know, if I put a little more attention into it, it could pay off for the both of us. You guys would like watching it, and then it could benefit me with gaining more fans, which would be pretty cool. So yeah, I want to know what what made you guys interested in, I guess, following me, subscribing to me. Like, what really drew you in, and when did it draw you in? Like, was it a year ago? Was it a month ago? Was it a day ago? Just let me know, because I'm really curious. So that is my question to you guys. So be sure to comment and answer it, because I am looking forward to it. So you guys, that is going to be it for this video. So like always, if you guys enjoyed this video, please do leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And see ya.